So olive oil is a healthy fat, as they say. It's a plant-based food, comes from plants, the olives, and it contains bioactives, many bioactives. Some of them have been identified. The ones that actually have been best studied, one of them is called hydroxytyrosol. The other one is called oleocanthal. And, for people who are listening, if you're a science geek, you can write all this stuff down, but just know that there are these natural substances that have powerful effects on our body. And for example, hydroxytyrosol and as a molecule, but olive oil as a food substance, all right, has been shown to be protective of our stem cells, meaning when you consume olive oil and you get these polyphenols, the hydroxytyrosol, oleocanthal in our bloodstream circulating around. Look, there's a lot of stuff in our bloodstream that's going on, a lot of exposures that we have. And when you've got hydroxytyrosol from olive oil in the bloodstream along with your stem cells, they sort of act as police escorts to help your stem cells get to where they go in a safer way. They're escorted to where they're needed. They're protected. And so why do they need to be protected? Well, you think about it. There's a lot of oxidative stress that can be in our bodies. Oxidative stress can come from fumes that you breathe, from vaping, from off-gassing from carpets, from artificial flavorings and preservatives that you have in your food, from cleaning materials that you're actually having. All these chemical exposures cause oxidative stress in our blood, which can damage your stem cells. Hydroxytyrosol, again, is one of those natural molecules that have been shown to protect your stem cells against oxidative stress. So literally, it's like a police escort that helps your stem cells get to where it needs to go in sort of a safe and efficient manner.
When it comes to nourishing your body and protecting your most precious assets, few voices are as insightful and trustworthy as Dr. William Li. He is a physician, researcher, and author whose best-selling books on food as medicine have inspired millions. He brings a philosophy of eating that celebrates life and empowers your choices, especially when it comes to olive oil and protecting your stem cells. In this video, we will share his wisdom about how olive oil isn't just a flavorful pantry staple, but a source of powerful bioactive compounds that support your body's ability to grow, heal, and thrive. We will explore how choosing quality olive oil and using it in thoughtful ways can have a real impact on your health. If this message resonates with you, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Your engagement helps build a community rooted in real knowledge and compassionate living. Let us begin with what makes olive oil so exceptional and why it deserves a central place in your kitchen and in your health routine. Olive oil is not just fat, it is a living extract. Of fruit, it contains natural molecules like hydroxytyrosol and oleuropein that help protect your stem cells. Think of these compounds as gentle guardians. When your stem cells travel through the bloodstream to repair tissue, these polyphenols act like a police escort, ensuring they arrive safe and intact. These are not just poetic images, they represent a real biological process of protection and resilience. Your body is exposed to more than just the foods you eat. Everyday life brings environmental challenges, things like vaping fumes, carpet off-gassing, artificial preservatives, and cleaning chemicals can create oxidative stress that damages your stem cells. Olive oil's natural compounds help shield these vital cells by neutralizing harmful oxidants and protecting cell membranes. That means each spoonful of high-quality olive oil is not just nourishing your taste buds, it is helping preserve your body's repair system, supporting healing from the inside out. Now, you might wonder, is olive oil safe to cook with at higher temperatures? You may have heard warnings about smoking points or damaging the oil. It is true that oils change when heated, but olive oil actually holds up beautifully. Its smoke point is comparable to that of canola oil, making it suitable for common cooking methods like sautéing, stir-frying, or even light frying. And here's something beautiful. In Mediterranean countries, people regularly fry vegetables, fish, and other foods in olive oil. Those healthy polyphenols from the oil move into the food, adding deeper flavor and even more protective benefits to your meals. But olive oil is not only for warm dishes, it shines cold too. Drizzling it over fresh salads, using it as a base for dressings, dipping warm bread, or finishing roasted vegetables with a golden shot of oil. These are simple rituals that bring pleasure and nourishment together. Taste that peppery bite or silky texture. You are experiencing more than flavor. You are receiving a gentle dose of compounds that support your stem cells and protect your body's resilience. With so many olive oil options lining the shelves, how do you make the best choice? One of the most reliable indicators of quality and purity is monovaryl oil, made from a single type of olive. That means what you see is truly what you get. Many olive oils are blends or cut with cheaper seed oils, which dilute both flavor and health properties. Seek out bottles labeled Picule from Spain, Coronecchi from Greece, or Moriolo from Italy. These specific varieties consistently contain higher amounts of polyphenols compared to other oils. They are flavorful and full of health-boosting compounds. Another important choice is purchasing extra virgin oil from the first pressing. This means the oil is extracted cold and retains those beneficial bits that create that peppery, satisfying finish. These are the tasting notes that tell you the oil is rich in antioxidants. They are easy to spot when you taste a good quality oil, and they deliver real benefits to your cells. Once you have high-quality oil in your kitchen, recommendations from research show that 3 to 4 tablespoons per day is meaningful for health. That might feel like a lot, but it is easy to incorporate across meals. Swap your butter spread for oil cooking eggs in the morning. Toss roasted vegetables in olive oil instead of butter or margarine. Drizzle it over soups or grain bowls. The idea is not overconsumption. It is consistent use in ways that elevate flavor and support health. It helps to think of high-quality food as an investment. Just like you would choose a fund that grows over time, your body appreciates the steady return of nourishment and protection from good food. Olive oil is one of those investments that pays dividends, supporting your stem cells, protecting your blood vessels, and giving your meals that vibrant feeling that keeps you coming back. For more now, let us shift our attention to the philosophy that guides this approach. Not perfection, but compassion, flexibility, and awareness. Dr. Lee encourages a mindset of self-compassion. Eating well is not a rigid commandment or a boot camp challenge. It is a lifestyle grounded in enjoyment and respect. You can allow yourself to wander, savor family recipes, celebrate a special dessert, or enjoy that pizza when you want. What matters most is the overall pattern and the intention to return to nourishing habits. When you eat well, most of the time, your body becomes resilient. It can handle occasional indulgences without tipping you off course. It is like driving within the rules. You stay safe most of the time, but a bit of speeding on a scenic road won't automatically cause a crash. Similarly, occasional splurges are not failures, they are moments. And when the majority of your meals come from mindful choices, those moments are less likely to carry long-term consequences. The key is making an internal decision. Food quality matters to you. When you decide that, everything shifts. You start to notice the gleam of fresh olive oil on roasted peppers, the peppery lift in a cold-pressed pickle, the aroma that fills your kitchen. Once you see that, you begin to raise your standards, not out of guilt, but because you genuinely appreciate the difference. You become more discerning at restaurants, more likely to ask how your meal was prepared, and more willing to spend a bit more for real quality. You might have heard someone claim that olive oil damages blood vessel linings. That is bunk, a misinterpretation of data or an agenda gone astray. Olive oil, in fact, especially extra virgin olive oil, is one of the most supportive foods for your circulatory system. Its polyphenols reduce inflammation, protect the endothelium, and support healthy blood pressure. When scientists look at blood vessels under a microscope after periods of olive oil consumption, they see benefits, not harm. That myth has been floating for too long, but the evidence clearly reassures us. What you do at home matters. When you cook with oil, you pass on those healthy polyphenols to your meals and to your body's many systems, your stem cells, your heart, your brain. And when you let yourself enjoy that food without guilt, you support your emotional well-being too. Food is not just fuel, it is part of your life story. Here is a little story to illustrate this. A friend of mine discovered high-quality Picule olive oil at a local market. At first, he used it only for salads, and he noticed how vibrant the flavors were. Then he tried sautéing mushrooms and onions in it and was amazed at how they browned and smelled. Soon, he was making tomato sauces with it, and savoring the peppery thrill with each taste. Over time, he began to feel stronger, more energetic in the morning, more resilient after workouts, even better mentally. He says it was not dramatic, but he could feel something shifting. That is the power of mindful, consistent use of good food. As you think about your next meals, ask yourself, what dish can you upgrade with a quality olive oil today? Could you drizzle a bit over soup? Swap your butter for oil when cooking eggs? Or enjoy a bread dip with garlic, herbs, and olive oil? These are simple moves, but powerful ones. They build habits that support your cells, your energy, and your health. And here is the invitation. What is one small step you can take right now? Maybe find a Montevariatal extra virgin olive oil and taste it. Maybe use it in your next meal. Maybe share that experience with a friend or family member. And if this video inspired you, please like it. Leave a comment about your favorite olive oil experience. Subscribe for more real food wisdom and share it with someone who values quality in their plate and life. When we make informed, compassionate choices together, we grow into a healthier, happier community. Your journey with olive oil can become a journey into care. Care for your cells, care for your body, and care for yourself. Each taste, each decision, each meal is part of that story, and you get to write the next chapter.